Russian warplane crashes in Russia's Belgorod region, near Ukraine's border. A Russian military aircraft crashed in Russia's Belgorod region, the local governor said in a statement on Telegram Thursday. Vyacheslav Gladkov said an aircraft belonging to the Russian Ministry of Defense crashed in the Valuysky municipality, not far from the country's border with Ukraine. An investigation team and employees of the Ministry of Emergency Situations are currently working on the ground, Gladkov said. The reason for the incident is being investigated. The situation is under control. The region borders Ukraine, and the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv lies across the border from the city of Belgorod. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez arrived in Kyiv on Thursday for a surprise visit marking the first anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. I returned to Kyiv a year after the start of the war. We will stand by Ukraine and its people until peace returns to Europe, Sánchez wrote on Twitter, alongside a video of himself stepping off a train and greeting Ukrainian officials. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez will meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and make a speech to the Ukrainian parliament on Thursday, his office said. The Spanish leader is making a surprise visit to Kyiv in a show of support for Ukraine on the eve of the first anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion. He will later hold a joint news conference with Zelensky, according to his schedule. Sánchez also plans to visit Bucha and Irpin, two towns near Kyiv that have become synonymous with alleged Russian war crimes. In addition, he will lay a wreath at a war memorial, his office said. Sánchez's trip follows a highly secretive visit by Joe Biden to the Ukrainian capital on Monday, in which the U.S. president announced $500 million in new assistance for Kyiv. Spain is among a number of NATO allies that have agreed to send modern tanks to Ukraine and has trained 800 Ukrainian troops in the Iberian country since the start of war, Madrid's defense minister said Wednesday. Moldova on Thursday dismissed accusations from Russia that Ukraine is planning military action against the country's pro-Moscow separatist region of Transnistria. Earlier Thursday, Moscow's defense ministry accused Kyiv of preparing an armed provocation against Transnistria in the near future, state-run news agency TASS reported. No evidence or further details were offered to support the ministry's claim. The state authorities do not confirm the information disseminated this morning by the Russian Ministry of Defense. A message on the Moldovan government's official Telegram channel read, "We call for calm and invite the public to follow the official and credible sources of the Republic of Moldova. Our institutions cooperate with foreign partners, and in case of any danger to the country they will inform the public without delay." Anxieties about Russia's long-term plans for Transnistria have intensified after Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine began last February. The separatist region, bordered by the Dniester River on the west and Ukraine on the east, declared itself a Soviet republic in 1990 and opposed any attempt by Moldova at the time to become an independent state or to merge with Romania. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said earlier this month that Washington has deep concern about Moscow's efforts to destabilize Moldova's government. His remarks came just days after Moldovan President Maya Sandu accused Russia of plotting a coup in Moldova and dragging Transnistria into its war. Russia's foreign ministry has dismissed Sandu's claims as completely unfounded and unsubstantiated. 2 people were killed by Russian shelling in Kherson on Wednesday, the southern Ukrainian region's military administration said in a post on Telegram. According to the Kherson military administration, Russian occupiers fired 71 times at Kherson region. They attacked with various weapons: MLRS, mortars, artillery, tanks and UAVs, the post read. The enemy shelled Kherson city twice. Enemy shells hit residential buildings. Unfortunately, the last day was not without civilian casualties. Yesterday, 2 residents of the Kherson region were killed by Russian occupiers. On Wednesday, Kherson officials said additional safety measures would be put in place throughout the region during the first anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion. The news followed intense shelling in Kherson in recent days that has left at least 7 residents dead and more than 16 injured. Wagner boss Yevgeny Prigozhin on Thursday said an ammunition shipment is on its way to his fighters in Ukraine after he accused Russia's defense establishment earlier this week of creating major problems with supplies for the mercenary group. Most likely, the train has started moving. We are told that the main papers have already been signed. The message read. I would like to thank all who helped us accomplish this. You saved hundreds, maybe thousands of lives of men who are defending their homeland. On Tuesday, Prigozhin accused the Russian Defense Ministry's leadership of treason for failing to get ammunition to Wagner fighters and not helping with air transport. The U.S. government estimates the Wagner Group has suffered more than 30,000 casualties, including roughly 9,000 dead in the battle for the city of Bakhmut. About half of those 9,000 have been killed since mid-December, U.S. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said last week. And about 90% of those killed in December were recruited from Russian prisons, he said.